today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Monarchs taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the London Monarchs. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
6 brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
33-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
That's good.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
6 is the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. Touchdown, London. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
A very early momentum changer there, actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down, felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, it's Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Monarchs 7, Vikings 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 24-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Number 26.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
The tackle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
31-yard line.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to number 26.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's good.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up
on 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? His pass caught at the 4. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A gain of 3, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Number 88.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And the Vikings.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Burrow on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Weber. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Vikings.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10. To Jefferson on the slant. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 10.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. On second down, here's Burrow. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Number 87.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over. First down and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The tackle by Draymond Jones. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
2nd and 9 now. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
4-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up
2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a return will stop right around the 25.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
London about set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 16 yards, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. On first down, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
So they're backed up to the 3 yard line, second and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
A try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
On the 31-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
At the 44
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
The pass.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Vikings' 38-yard line.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 21. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down.
That's good.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Over the middle to Smith. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Oh, we gotta do our job, man.
He got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
Now Burrow. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Weaver. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the home team here, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.